Um, how do I feel about my dad being a biker? I think what my dad does is really, really cool and incredible. I mean, there's simply like the stuff that he gets to see and like the impact that he has on people just from what he does. I think is really, really cool. And I always have a lot. I admire my dad a lot for what he does. I mean, I think it's awesome, the stuff that just how crazy some of the stuff he does is, and that's just like the type of person my dad is. He's quite crazy, but yeah, I think. How do I feel about him being a biker? I think it's awesome. Um, can you remember the OON ride from Nigeria to Europe? Yes, I remember that ride. I remember the first time I saw it, I was like mesmerized by like all the stuff that he saw and the places that he got to go, and like how I don't know, just all the stuff that he does. It's just so cool and crazy to me, But yeah, I remember that ride, and I think it was an awesome experience, even just to watch, and I can't imagine how it must have been for my dad. So yeah. How do you feel knowing your dad will be on the road for weeks? I obviously worry about my dad a lot when he's kind of traveling, because it's just you just worry that is he going to be okay? But my dad is a very, very safe biker, so I think yeah, he'll be all right. And yeah, you worry a little bit, but it's fine. Um, have you ever rode on a motorcycle? Can you describe the experience? If so, okay. Yes, I have ridden on a motorcycle, but behind my dad. So my dad like rode with me. So yeah, the experience. I don't know. I guess it's definitely different riding the motorcycle and being on a motorcycle. Because it was still a really, really great experience just to ride with my dad and stuff like that. But it must be even more of an experience riding the bike. So yeah. Um, what do you think about the out of Nigeria adventure rides within Nigeria? I think it's really important that people get to see the parts of Nigeria that they don't usually show you on TV. They don't usually show you the amazing like resorts and like natural amazing places that we have. And I don't even think that many people in Nigeria visit those places as well, which is the saddest part. But yeah, I think even more and more rides in Nigeria is a very good idea, because it opens people to see what it's actually like and all the great things that we have. So that's also really good. Are your mum and siblings cool with it? Yeah, I think my mum definitely does worry as well a lot about my dad, because just being on a motorcycle and riding a motorcycle, you're already exposing yourself to a certain amount of risk. But it's just the way it is. Everyone in the family loves what my dad does, because he's happy and he does what he loves, and in turn, that's all anyone really wants, is to find something that they do that they love. So yeah, everybody loves what my dad does. Do you sometimes wish you could ride with them? Definitely yes. Really, just riding in general. I just want to definitely pursue that in the future. But yeah, riding to me seems like a great escape and a great thing to do to experience the world from a different perspective. So yeah, just riding in general, I would love to. Um, what's your favourite video and why? I definitely say the Cattle Ranch, Obudu Cattle Ranch, was my favourite, because it was amazing. Like the place itself is like it's just a wonder. And yeah, for that reason, it's my favourite video, because I just loved it. Um, what's your most emotional and documentary? I think definitely the one when they visited the motherless baby's home. I think that one was quite emotional, because it was kind of like, even myself, I haven't really seen stuff like that, in terms of seeing, what kind of situations that people are in, and the sad kind of just, the situations. It's hard to grasp the fact that there are people here, people in Nigeria who have such a hard life from just born, like being abandoned and stuff. So it was very emotional film, and it kind of opens your eyes to see the wider picture and what's actually happening outside of yourself. So yeah, that's a really good documentary. Do you see your dad riding at 60 and beyond? Yes, I definitely think my dad he's gonna keep riding till he can't. That's all I'm gonna say. He's gonna ride till he can't. Are Nigerians adventurous? That I have no idea, to be honest. I would say, are Nigerians adventurous? I think it really depends. I mean, I don't know that many people in Nigeria who do what my dad does. So, and to go to different like places and see different things. So I don't really know, but I think there's quite a few adventurous Nigerians out there. Should adventure be encouraged? Yes, adventure should definitely be encouraged, because it's like the thrill of seeing something that you've never seen before and experiencing something that you've never experienced before is beyond beyond explainable. It should be encouraged, definitely, because it's adventure comes with happiness. Adventure comes with kind of fear. Adventure comes with, it's a roller coaster of things. So adventure should definitely be encouraged, because if you feel like you have that calling to do something out of your ordinary daily life, then yeah, go for it. Would you ride a motorcycle someday? Hell yes. I've definitely ride a motorcycle someday, because it's adventure on two wheels. Basically, it's an amazing sort of just thing to experience. It's just an amazing experience, and I would definitely love to, cycle and ride someday. Sorry. Has your dad been a biker, influenced how you see other bikers? I don't really know if it's influenced how I see other bikers, because I've always kind of had that feeling that it's being a biker takes a certain level of, just skill. It takes a certain level of bravery. It's just, I've got hats off to bikers, because it's not an easy thing to do. It's fun and it's amazing, but you have to sort of know what you're doing. So yeah, it hasn't really influenced how I see other bikers, but I think bikers in general are just crazy, but also, fun-loving people. So yeah, just generally, I think my dad is kind of a dime in a dozen. Basically, he's a character. He's I've never met anyone like my dad before. So yeah, he's just a crazy guy.